So I was approached last year by the Touchstone Theater, and it was to have our students perhaps explore an issue that is affecting us as a community in Bethlehem, write a paper that would then be submitted to perhaps the newspapers and also to city officials, and then from there actually participate in a town hall meeting. The kids got to pick their topic on sustainability and how it affects our environment here in Bethlehem. And it was a lot of fun to watch the kids research outside of the normal history classroom and things that were relevant to them and our community, and tie it into the past and bring it into the present. And every one of the kids wrote an op-ed paper, which is an editorial type paper, a call to action, and they are now being presented to each of the city officials.
So the project's a sustainability project, and I like it because one of Dr. Silva's favorite phrases is to teach dangerously, and that's exactly what this is. It allows the students to take ownership of their own learning. They're focusing on at home what's happening in the Lehigh Valley, and they were able to take ownership and try and make change. And it's different than just a regular assignment. You know, it's much deeper, and it's really a life lesson.
Well, one of the biggest challenges was that students had to learn to write for a different rhetorical situation. Most of writing assignments in high school, either in social studies class or English class, require detailed explanations and elaboration. In an op-ed piece, students had to write in a very concise manner, and they also had to write for a different audience. It was no longer their teacher, no longer their classmates, but it was the larger community of Bethlehem. So they had to reach out to stakeholders, and they had to argue their point to stakeholders who would be concerned and would listen to their concerns. So that was just challenging, because at first we tell them never use first person in their writing. Here they were able to be personal, use personal experience, use personal pronouns. So we undo a few things just to let them know that for this particular audience and purpose and assignment, this was appropriate.
The reaction to the students has been amazing, because we were a little nervous, to be honest, to roll it out with 9th grade, even though they're honors, because it's asking a lot, and it's asking them to get out of their comfort zone a little bit.
What do you feel about turning them into?
I mean, I feel like we really need to, we have a growing use of fossil fuels in our energy systems, and it's only getting bigger.
I really enjoyed the structuring of this project. It was very different than a lot of the other projects I do. I found we had more freedom to do as we needed to do and get an opinion out there, which really matters to me. I picked green space preservation because I have a strong agricultural background. I've always been loving of nature and protecting all that. And so it was very near and dear to me, so I found it was a very good topic to pursue.
My topic was mental health in the Lehigh Valley. I picked it because I guess I'm really interested in how people's lives are affected by it and how it affects more than just someone personally, and how it affects the community as a whole. I found out that there's a lot of factors that go into mental health, like housing, employment, and those sorts of things, and there's things that we need to fix in the community.
So a dinosaur falls, sooner or later, shakes the earth and leaves a crater. A town could fall in.
Well, the whole UnBound Festival is about the future of Bethlehem, and how can we envision what we want to see Bethlehem in the future. And who more important than the young people to talk to about that? So this is an opportunity to bring young people from all the different high schools in Bethlehem together and give them a voice to talk to the community leaders that make decisions now, to hear, so that they can hear what these young people are looking at and what they're thinking about for their own future. Well, first of all, these kids are incredibly passionate. They get it. They understand the threat that exists and the challenges that are out there. Yet they somehow seem to maintain an optimism, which is so wonderful, because some of us are losing that, But so just listening to them come up with some of their ideas. Some of them are just crazy. Not crazy, too big for Bethlehem. But some of them we can do right here in Bethlehem, you know, banning plastic bags and things like that. That's great. Educating our own community on energy conservation. Showing people how to use a carbon calculator so that they understand their own impact. Those are great things we could do locally, and all those are ideas that came from these kids this morning.
Watching kids become active citizens, realize they have a voice, taking it out of where they just learn in the classroom and then it's done, and instead open it up to your learning and what you're doing actually can make an impact on the community, and that you as a citizen have a voice, I think is something that we should do a lot more. And I've been very proud of what they have been producing.
An organic field, now the bones of steel.